All right, hello, wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and a slew of wine personalities coming in the store, Dina Mondavi. And then we had the gentleman, Carlo Trinchero, from the family that owns Sutter Home, also one of the most successful family-owned wineries in California. These guys have started this new label, Trinchero, which one of the most exciting new labels to come out of Napa Valley. 2007 was the first vintage of these wines. And Carlo's headed out on his own thing. He grew up with Josh Phelps, who's Chris Phelps' son. Chris Phelps, a winemaker at Swanson. He was at Camus also for years. These guys have started their own project. They're young, they're enthusiastic. They want to do things different, and they got this new artist label, which is pretty cool. They created a competition to come up with their label. They made 3,000 cases of this complicated Chardonnay. So if you're going to list this, it's complicated is the label. I make a complicated red and a complicated white. And I don't want to complicate things here, but Taken Wine Company is actually the name of the winery, and then this is one of their brands that they've created. And it's all purchased fruit, even though this family owns a lot of vineyards. I guess these guys have got a lot of friends, and they've decided that for the style of wine they want to make, they've got to go out and purchase fruit. What they own is not going to fit the profile of these wines, which these wines are very fresh, very clean. They focus on the fruit. And I don't want to say they're a bit understated because they're lower in alcohol, but they're a bit understated, not as much oak and not as much alcohol in these wines. But very good complement to food. And, they're very inexpensive. $18 for this Chardonnay is a really reasonable price. It's really fresh and clean, like I said on the nose. Apple, green apple, pineapple fruit there with a 30% oak. So you get a hint of that vanilla and cinnamon spice with a little wet stone-like minerality showing. Really bright and savory style on the palate. A lot of that lemon, citrus, green apple showing through. A touch of that toasty oak spice, and not so complicated. I mean, especially on the second day, this wine showed nicely, but didn't really develop anything. These are wines that are meant to drink young, and maybe cooler than your other Chardonnays. And then the complicated red, which is a blend of Carignan, Grenache, and Syrah, which has a lovely, pretty floral notes there to the nose. The fresh berry pie-like fruit, a hint of baking spices, a little graham cracker crust in there. Fresh, bright red cherry pie fruit on the tongue. Short but pleasant finish. Notes of that floral and really bright and zesty. They're a very good little wine at $20. And then the Taken Red, which is this is a nice bottle of Cabernet. I'll tell you, for the money, it's a Cabernet blend. It's got a little Merlot, sourced from vineyards in Oakville, Rutherford, Yountville, and Coombsville. And it's got a lot of dark currant and black cherry fruit, notes of fine herbs, mint, chocolate in there on the nose. Good complexity there. Really rich wine on the palate, a lot of that dark berry fruit, and a nice amount of spice, dark cocoa on the finish, and only 2,400 six-packs made. This wine is excellent for $30. I mean, it's got a really nice package. Looks like a more expensive bottle than that, and a really excellent bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. All right, well, that's what I had to drink with our friends from Trinchero, Carlo Trinchero, rather, from the Taken Wine Company. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.